Ambassador Catherine Walsh had dedicated 40 years to peace. She'd negotiated treaties across 17 systems, prevented 3 interstellar wars, and built Earth's reputation as the galaxy's mediator. Her silver hair and gentle smile were known in 100 worlds as symbols of reconciliation. That ended the day the hegemony attacked New Eden Elementary. The footage arrived during a routine council session. Walsh watched in silence as hegemony shock troops stormed the human colony's school. 300 children ages 5 to 12. The soldiers had laughed as they fired, called it pest control. The council chamber held 500 representatives from every major civilization. They expected tears, rage, emotional human weakness. Walsh stood slowly, her face carved from stone. "Point of order," she said. Council Prime Vextor waved a dismissive tentacle. "Ambassador Walsh, we understand your distress, but this is a military matter. The hegemony claims the colony was harboring resistance fighters. I invoke Article 0. Silence. Article 0 hadn't been invoked in 3 millennia. Total war. No rules. No limits. No mercy until complete surrender or annihilation. Surely you jest." The hegemony representative laughed. "Your peaceful Earth? Your diplomats and traitors? You threaten the hegemony empire with your... what do you call them? United Nations." Walsh touched her earpiece. "Admiral Chun, execute Ragnarok Protocol." "Ambassador," Vextor pleaded, "reconsider. The hegemony has 1,000 worlds, 1,000,000 ships." "Had." Walsh's voice cut like ice. Past tense. The main display flickered to life. Real-time feeds from across the galaxy. Hegemony frontier worlds going dark. Defense platforms vanishing. An entire battle fleet near Proxima. Gone. "Impossible," the hegemony representative sputtered. "Our sensors show nothing. No fleets, no weapons." "Lesson 1 about humans," Walsh said. "We've been playing nice. Do you know what we were before we were diplomats? Before we were traitors? We were persistence hunters. We were warriors who split atoms to end wars. We were the species that looked at the void and decided to conquer it. New feeds. Hegemony industrial worlds burning. Supply lines severed with surgical precision. Infrastructure collapsing in cascading failures. Your sensors show nothing because we learned from you," Walsh continued. "Every trade deal, every diplomatic mission, every peaceful exchange, we were studying, learning, preparing. You thought our colony ships were defenseless. They were Trojan horses, prepositioned for this moment." The human section of the council remained seated, calm. They'd known this day might come. The contingencies had been in place for decades. "You massacred children." Walsh's composure finally cracked, revealing something terrible beneath. "Children. Do you know what humans do when you hurt their young?" More feeds. Hegemony core worlds under assault. Not by visible fleets, but by weapons that bent physics. Singularity bombs. Dimension crackers. Devices that turned stars into weapons. "We spent 50 years convincing you we were harmless," Walsh said. 50 years of being underestimated. Called weak. Mocked for our diplomacy. But every human ship has a hidden arsenal. Every colony has sleeping soldiers. Every traitor is a potential operative. The hegemony homeworld appeared on screen, surrounded by human vessels that seemed to materialize from nowhere. Stealth technology beyond anything the galaxy had seen. "Stop!" the hegemony representative screamed. "We surrender. We yield." "No." Walsh's word fell like a guillotine. "You murdered children. Laughed while you did it. Filmed it. There is no surrender. No negotiation. No mercy." She turned to the council. "Earth withdraws from all peace treaties effective immediately. Any who shelter hegemony forces will share their fate. Any who interfere will be considered hostile." "You'll become monsters," Vextor whispered. "We already were." Walsh headed for the door. "We chose to be angels. You forced us to remember we're demons. When the last hegemony world burns, when your species is nothing but a cautionary tale, remember this: we offered peace. You chose war. You killed our children." She paused at the threshold. "Humanity accepts your choice. The feeds continued for hours, the systematic annihilation of an empire that had stood for 10,000 years. No speeches, no ultimatums, just the methodical execution of a species that had forgotten the first rule of survival. Never touch the cubs of a sleeping bear. By dawn, the hegemony was history. Earth's diplomats returned to their posts, smiling once more. But now, everyone knew what lay beneath those smiles.